This is not a poem. This is life. This is something more sacred than the blood in your veins. More sacred than the rain that falls from the skies. More sacred than the nectar squeezed from our fruits. More sacred than the fermentation that creates libations. A drink poured out as an offering to a deity. When you feel the deepest thirst bellowing out from the very bottom of your throat, in a condition where it makes the Atacama look like a goddamn rainforest.
How do you pronounce it?
Atacama.
And it's calling out for one thing and one thing only. No, it's not ice cold water. No. That wouldn't quite be it. But rather, the only liquid that has attained perfect form.
I got that.
A sweet, vibrant broth, you could say. A broth that could cure this suffering. Blue raspberry lemonade Kool-Aid.
Alright, we're rolling. Got light. So, there's not really a natural way to start these. I hate doing an intro, so I think we're just gonna get right into it. So, what have you been working on lately? It's been a while since I've caught up with you on it.
It feels good too, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been delayed a little bit.
Yeah, this feels great.
We haven't actually seen each other.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, because the whole
and this is awesome,
shutdown.
man. This is sick. I love the orange room already.
Thank you.
And but what have I been working on? I've been spending a lot of time. I'm in between actual releases, but I've been spending most of my time doing one of my favorite things to do with Seller is create these cool, like, little promo videos or edits.
Yeah.
You know, like just mashing up different inspirations of mine and adding in like original stuff and creating like simple things like a little 30-second promo video of my dad in front of a like pop, lock, and drop it music video. People love that, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, the last one I did was just like a simple. I took Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire, the most juiced up baseball players I could think of, and edited their jerseys to have the Seller Services Seller logos on them, and kind of threw it in to help advertise with my new hats.
Nice.
And people, that stuff goes a long way, and it's fun to do.
Yeah, so, like, you picking the baseball players, like, does that correlate with, like, the designs, or?
Yeah, a lot of the times I like to have some sort of relation or correlation there. And like the last hats I made a small run, and they're kind of inspired by like a timeless baseball cap, like a New York Yankees hat, or like a White Sox hat. Like those things, like there was like Eazy-E was wearing that, and like I would still wear like a White Sox hat now. Those hats are timeless. They're sick.
Yeah.
They're simple. It's like a little monogram design. So those are my last hats for like a CS monogram. And it was kind of like an ode to baseball, I guess.
Yeah, baseball.
And people probably wouldn't get it right away, so I kind of threw in that advertisement with Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire, and then gave you a little hint of maybe some inspiration behind it.
Taking a sip.
Me too.
I love fall most of all.
That's nice. Did you pick that one?
We had a debate about this before we started. We didn't have two plain wine glasses. I think this is probably from like a fucking bachelorette party or something.
That's good. I think it suits you.
I do love fall most of all. What was I gonna ask? So, I mean, I know you personally. You went to school for marketing.
Yeah, I went
right?
to college for marketing.
Okay.
I started off with engineering for 2 years.
Yeah.
Big difference. I went for petroleum, natural gas engineering because I'm good at math, and then I'm like, I don't want to be stuck on an oil rig.
Yeah.
I wrote a big paper on what I may be doing, and then I'm like, I'll shift over to something a little more flexible.
Was that the...
That was like, I can't, honestly, I submitted this
getting...
paper, and I'm like, I got home and I went up to my parents, and I'm like, I'm going to do something different.
Man, they never thought.
It was weird. It like couldn't. Which
Giving
I
you that
I would have made a
paper.
lot more money doing petroleum engineering, but it's not all about money. That would have been nice, but yeah, Mark. I thought of something that would be more flexible, and I even can use some of these skills for even side projects or things like Cellar. But I don't feel like I learned a whole lot from college.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. I learned more, and like we're getting off topic with Cellar, but it's still interesting topics. I probably learned more in 4 months of time at my current job than I learned 4 years at a university.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt.
I think. I mean, I
Need
definitely
skills that I
agree.
can use, even like with communicating with different designers or doing business deals for Cellar. They transfer over to that.
Yeah.
So you can find ways to utilize. Like you know, you have a dream, you have a job or a certain project that you want to become your like a full-time source of income. That's the goal. That's like would be the best, and it's hard to start off that way. So you got to work and do some other job that's secure and gives you an income. And there's nothing wrong with like doing that and then using your free time to work on that one. And the best thing to have in coordination is to be able to use skills from your full-time job that you can transfer to what you like to do. Like I like designing clothes, but there's business aspects to everything, and it's cool that I can transfer skills from my full-time job to Cellar.
Brothers! I missed you so much. Oh, you guys. Promise you'll never leave me again.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is DJ Knack Knack Can Can, and we interrupt your regular programming for an action sports update. Now let's go to the street with GCTV correspondent Madison.
Team fucking Sploud, bro. We got Captain America, Thor's fucking hammer. We got Deadpool, my favorite. We got fucking Green Lantern. I think that's the Animal Crossing sticker. Can't forget motherfucking Iron Man. And last but certainly not least, X-Men. Thank you. Subaru for life.
Whoa, that was amazeballs. Now back to your regular programming. So we asked about how the idea becomes a product, but so where do you go when you have these images in your head? Like, what's your process?
Yeah, so I think very like my creative thought processes are very visual, and I'm literally picturing this in my head, and most importantly, I have to figure out a way to communicate this to the person I'm working with. That's the most important part. You gotta communicate your concept as in the easiest way to understand, while still capturing the details you want to capture, because that's hard.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how to communicate that, and you get better the more you work with different graphic designers or put out more stuff. You'll start to learn how to communicate these ideas better. But that is the most important part: being able to communicate the concept to the graphic designer or whoever you're working with. And that's with any type of art form, or a lot of big time artists. They're not doing these projects solely by themselves. They have big teams, and they work with other people that put in a lot of work. And I feel like to be the best artist, your art doesn't have to communicate best with the person consuming it, but when you're creating the art, you have to be able to communicate really well what final product you're kind of aiming for.
Alright, Jake. So, I'm trying to get some decor in here.
Okay.
And I know that you have a history of personalizing some stuff. So I went to the thrift store and I bought some stuff.
I'm not gonna go too crazy in you guys either, you know. Be free flowing with this.
Okay. Free flowing. Alright. So I figured I'm gonna need this in here anyway.
Yeah.
To know we got a pretty standard white clock.
Where do you want me to put this glass? You want me to customize that?
Just put another one of these in most of all. So, what are we thinking here? And like shade it on there pretty good because I don't know how well it's gonna
I'm just trying to think what this paint will stick on there. This acrylic paint will stick on this surface and it goes. I don't know if it's gonna start running or not, but
maybe we could pop it off the glass.
no, I think it'll work.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Granted, this isn't like artificial tag or anything. I'm just kind of doing it for this.
It's a good one. I dig it. Yes. Alright. Here we go. This is the finished product. I'm very excited. I didn't know what to expect, but this has exceeded my expectation. We got the...
Well, I'm happy you like it. Hopefully that'll be a motivator for you.